Hello, everyone. Welcome to our program today. From wherever you are watching us, we want to thank you for joining us today. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel and that you hit the notification bell. And please share this video, invite someone, and leave us a comment before you go from our channel. Yes, today we're going to be talking about the state of Nigeria, and a lot of you are going to say, "Oh, Chidi, but you got the spelling wrong." Yes, today we're talking about the Nigerian notion. Because for some of us, we don't think that Nigeria is actually a nation. We have seen we have seen other countries, we have seen other nations of the world and how they operate. The way things happen in Nigeria, Nigeria cannot be identified as a nation. Okay, it still remains small. So that's why when you see us say the state of the Nigerian notion, it's not a mistake. Nigeria the is a notion. It's a contraption. It's an aberration. That is where we stand now. With so many things that are going on in Nigeria, you don't even know if we're going forward, if we're going backward. But one thing I can tell you is that people of the country Nigeria are one of the most resilient human beings I have ever encountered in my life. They keep on mowing them down. They keep on, and this is man-made. I'm not talking about natural things. I'm not. Nigeria doesn't have a history of major natural disasters. No, we don't have cyclone. We don't have earthquakes. We don't have major flooding. No, none of those. We don't have a nuclear station shutting down and spilling out toxic material. No, we don't have big bomb explosions all over the place. Once in a while it happens, but you know what I'm talking about. The problems that you have in Nigeria are very much man-made, made by human beings themselves, and yet the people have continued to somehow survive. Some Nigeria is it's a lot of things that happen in Nigeria. They defy any scientific explanation. It's a mystery. I'm telling you, so many things can happen in Nigeria. Guys, give me 1 second. Let me try to connect this person. I don't. Are you on? I'm expecting to have a guest today, and I'm going to be needing to connect with this guest. But while we're still working these things out, just do me a favor and invite somebody. When we have a lot of people on our program, people with different perspectives, it helps us have a very good discussion. By the way, I want to thank everybody who participated in the last program. That was very, very exciting. I mean, if you missed it, then you really missed. If you missed the last program, then you really missed a lot. If you missed the light, it was so much. It was so interactive, and even some of you continued to, some of you continued to call me and text me even after the program. Unfortunately, it's not easy for me to spend time, doing the show and still have time to continue discussion. It's better when we all talk, everybody talks about it the same time. Okay, that's what I like, and that is what works for me. But this calling after, so that we'll continue the discussion. It is not very convenient for me, okay? So please, um, if you have to call, please call into the program. Call into the program. Um, I'm trying to connect my guest. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to connect him by Zoom. I'm trying to connect him by Zoom. I hope he's able to connect, because you know the challenges with these things, okay? But anyways, like I said, today we're going to be talking about the state of the Nigerian notion. Chidi, which one is this again? Nigerian notion. Yeah, so it's a notion. It's a dream. It's a thought. You know, the notion that we are actually a nation is very, very laughable. Clement Okpeyemi, I saw you. Sonny Edokpolo, I saw you, my brother. For life, Esther, good morning to you. Olamide, good afternoon. Let us know where you're joining us from. You know, that makes us connect more. Ukekwe Tochukwu, Chidi, please, can I message you privately? There is something very important I really want to discuss with you. Ukekwe Tochukwu, go ahead and message me and I will get back to you. Yeah, so no hurricane, nothing. We have it very, very good in that country when it comes to the elements. Nature has really blessed that country, and yes, it is people. Okay, someone says Nigeria is a dead project. You see what I'm saying? It's a notion, not a nation, a project, an experiment, a company, business, business venture. We have leadership. Let me say again, leadership problem. This can be solved by training the next generation to know the history of their ancestors. And Naharoima, I hear you. Augustine Efemoni, good afternoon, Mr. Chidi. Thank you so much, Augustine. Let me see if our guest has signed in. And okay, I have our guest. Okay, our guest is signed in. Is trying to join. Is trying to join. Okay, our guests, I don't want you, because we're already live, so please do not speak, because in fact I'm gonna try to mute you when we have your audio. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. We will we'll meet you when we have audio. All right, my guests, please just stand by. um you're not connecting audio. Try and connect your audio, and when you are connected, when your audio is connected, I will bring you in. Okay, if you can hear me, try and connect your audio, and once your audio is connected, I'll bring you in. Meanwhile, for those of you on YouTube that are already connected, did you notice that Jesus Christ, they sacked Buratai and soldiers were rejoicing? Can you imagine? Have you ever seen that kind of thing? They sacked Buratai and soldiers were rejoicing. Have you ever seen that kind of thing in your life before? That they will sack, they will sack Buratai, and soldiers were jumping up, rejoicing, just like when they sacked Abacha. When Abacha died, when death sacked Abacha, there was heavy rejoicing all over the place. This is the same thing that is going to happen when something sacks APC Buhari's government. It's just, I told somebody, you know, when all the pastors were doing their predictions, me too, I did my own prediction. And you people thought I was joking. I did my own prediction. I said before June this year, something will happen. That one a 419 prediction. But something will definitely happen. You see, something will happen. Let's go over to our chat room and still welcome our people. These are Ubonge people where they always stay gidigba with us. Not all those kind of influence people who not sabi how to be faithful. Hidaya to Muraina. God bless you. Good afternoon. Alimi Adeyinka. God bless you. Anita Sunday. Okana Ndongo. Hello, my brother. Hello, my brother. You know, a lot of you are from Uganda. Big ups to you. We are watching Uganda closely. Actually, Bobby Wine is going to be with Omoyele Shore on a Zoom meeting. I think on Sunday. I'm going to post the flyer so you see how we're all collaborating. You know, I told you guys we will not keep quiet with what happened in Uganda, and a lot of African um, freedom fighters and nationalists are, you know, weighing in on that case. Anyways, for Live Vesta, I already hailed you. Okanan Dongo, yes. My Christian name is Chukwu Okoro. You're watching from France. All right. Chukwu Okoro, that's good. Africa, we need to liberate ourselves. Mostly the young generation should participate actively, otherwise we will be doomed. Yes, we have to participate actively, but we will participate when the platform is sanitized. If we participate in an election that is already decided, we'll only just be wasting the money that we should have been using for something else. I went through it. I will not advise anybody to do that. All right, Nigeria is a criminal organization. You got it well. CO. You got it well. Ibironke Williams says good morning. I say good morning back to you, Williams. Nigeria already failed. Jerry is here. Johnny Jim. Yes, of course, the Buratai man is very wicked. Very wicked. Gentle Breeze TV, big ups to you. Say Prophet Chidi. All right, so before June, a lot of you believe that something. You see, a lot of people are believing with me, so that means maybe we're right. We are really right. We have a guest, but it is difficult for our guest to connect through his microphone. What I'm going to ask you to do, my guest, if you can hear me, is disconnect and try to connect again. Try to connect again and select where it asks you connect over the internet. Please do that. Disconnect, leave the meeting, and reconnect. And then make sure you activate where it says call over internet. Okay, so please do that quickly. We've taken so much time. I don't want to take more time again. Okay, do that quickly. Okay, I'm gonna call you and tell you what to do. Hope you guys are following with what is happening at with Sunday Igboho. They went and burnt his house, and then there were some videos circulating of Fulani headsmen, you know, butchering a woman, and that was really terrible. Okay, I have our guest. Please don't unmute yourself yet. Just make your video come live. My guest, please make your video come live, but don't say anything yet, okay? And I'm gonna be bringing you in shortly. Yes, I'm gonna be bringing you in shortly. You can bring your video, activate your video, Uh-huh, good. I have your video, and you can unmute yourself, but don't say anything because we're already live. So, okay. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be bringing in my guest today. My guest is someone that we are the future of. When I say we, I mean youths like us. Waiting. What was your? I'm not a youth. Let me catch you there. Who told you I'm not a youth? If I see anybody say I'm not a youth, I'll deal with you. Don't you know the age bracket in Nigeria for youth is 18 to 65. Don't you know that some people are 65, they never even get job for the first time, they are still youth. So we have arrested development in Nigeria. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of welcoming my guest today, Ifemosu Michael. Hold on, Ifemosu. I'm gonna bring you in, but let me change the caption on that to make sure that it's the same thing. All right. Okay, please put your hands together and welcome Ifemosu Michael. Michael, how are you? Okay, we are not having audio. We're not having. Okay, hold on. We're not having audio from you. Unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself, Michael. Okay, great. Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Michael. How are you?
Thank you for. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great, sir. It's a pleasure being on the show with you, sir. Thank you for bringing me home, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Michael. It's a pleasure having you. You see, we're talking about the state of the Nigerian notion, and it's not misspelled. It's not a mistake by me, and by me calling it a notion. A lot of people have text me and say, Chidi, you made a mistake. You said notion. It's not. It's nation. I said no. It's not a mistake. the Nigeria is not a nation now. It's a notion. It's an idea. It's some we want it to be something. It's something we are thinking it is, but it's really not. So we're talking about the state of Nigeria, and I wanted to start with you. For those of us who don't know who you are, tell us who is Michael Ifemosu.
Yeah, a very quick one, sir. Thank you very much. My name implies, my surname is Ifemosu, while my Michael is the middle name and Adewale is the other name. I am a passionate Nigerian youth that believes that yes, we shouldn't continue to do the same thing over and over and again and expect the same result. And I'm kind of passionate, kind of the mass, a person that is passionate about the development of the masses. And 2019 student of the University of Agriculture, America, who was unlawfully and illegally expelled from school from lending for lending his voice towards inadequate security and indiscriminate arrest of students by security authorities and inadequate transportation. And I opt to also be the African Action Congress of the State Secretary and the founder of Youth in the Governance Initiative. VG.
Wow. You're not a woman, so you won't be embarrassed. How old are you?
I'll be 31 this year by God's grace.
And you're able to do all of these things that you've done. And why were you? Tell me about your expulsion from school.
Yeah, the expulsion from FUNAB is something that anytime I want to talk about it, I don't want to be sounded like somebody that is actually looking for a pity, but I want people and the generator of the problem of the Nigerian system that one way or the other, if mine is the issue of expulsion, some are already facing their debt, some are facing their misery because of the bad system of the country. What What actually happened that led to the expulsion is not something in an ideal state, in a state that has its sanity, shouldn't have happened in the first place. A day before I wrote the open letter to the Honorable Vice Chancellor of my school, the security operative known as SAS, Special Anti-Robbery Squad, then came to my very own hostel because when I wrote the open letter, I made sure I was talking from my own point of view, not that the generality of what the students are actually facing. Of course, everything I talked about is what Funabite are facing day in, day out, even till tomorrow, it's still happening inside the school. But I didn't say it because I was being selfish or I was being pushed or somebody is trying to like push me to do all those things. I said it based on my personal experience, which I actually narrated and explained vividly in the open letter. And this is what happened. The men of the Nigerian police, the SAS unit, came to my hostel where I stayed around 11:30 p.m. in the middle of the night, like late in the night,
They came into your school.
into the hostel that I stayed very close to the school.
Okay.
So they came around 11:30 p.m., knocked on the door. Actually, the gate of my hostel, because my hostel is fenced, and we have 10 rooms in the building, was fenced because of the security. It was actually late, and nobody was around. Everybody went to. Some of them went to night vigils, and some were not around. So I was the only person that was at home that very day. So I was even shocked when they knocked on my door and they were like, they're asking for one Shola. And I was like, Shola from where? Like, there's no Shola in this building. I've been here for 2.5 years. There's nobody hearing the name Shola in this hostel. And this is a boys' hostel. It's not about having a female person around us. We don't do that. Say that this is not the right place that you're supposed to be. They now said I should open the door. Or else they're going to make sure they shoot and force themselves inside. I was like, you said you people are Nigerian police officers. Can I know you from which station? They said they can't answer me. That if I don't open the door, they will force themselves inside. So I picked up my phone and I was trying to make some calls to the police of stations, the DPU, the divisional police officers that I know around because there's one divisional police of station opposite the schools. They will call it Harmony Police Station. So I wanted to make a call to them to tell them that's fine. Are these your officers coming late? Are these um, tail end of the day to come and go and harass students? So while I was making all those calls, they told me themselves, they said, I don't need to disturb myself, that it is the vice chancellor that invited them to clamp down on students that are into cybercrime, into fraud, and other illicit behaviors and attitude and characters and things like that. I was like, okay, fine. If that's the case, I'm not going to stop you from doing your work. But the fact is, there's nobody doing that in this building, and this building is not something like that. You don't can't just come late in the middle of the night and tell me to open my door. So all while I was saying all these things, they were not listening to me. They were trying to force themselves inside the building. They were just trying. So it was the banner of Omoyele Shure that they saw on my door because I had this the 2019 sticker of Omoyele Shure for the presidential election. I pasted it on my door. So it has always been there. So I think one of them saw it and was like, this one is Omo Shure. I want to use the Yoruba language. Pardon me, sir. Like this is Shure's people. This one, they should not mess with them. So they left. So I was like, I've not gotten over what happened. I was like, okay, thank God that I even have the influence or I have the tag or have the label that can actually help me and help me escape. What of thousands of Funabites that don't have access to all those things and they already become because they're already victim of all these dreaded people in uniform. So I was trying to get over it. The next day, I was dressed up to go to school normally, and it has always been the cost of over 2 years, running to 3 years now. Now we have lack of transportation, where you can stay more than 2 hours at a junction before getting inside the school. The roads are bad. Again, the roads were bad. There was no transportation, and everything was just like that. And it was just becoming a normal thing. That even the vice chancellor had to shift 8 o'clock lectures from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock because students were not meeting up to time. So he knew that okay, before 9 o'clock, students will have maneuvered their way inside the schools. Students might travel as far back as um, climbing all these big heavy duty machines, all these heavy duty bikes, all these trailers, all these so inside the school so that they can actually get access inside the school because there is no transportation. Bike men inflated their prices, and a lot of things are becoming a burden on the funeral bike. So that very day, I was at the junction. I waited more than an hour to get into the school. I couldn't get any, and I had the 8 o'clock lecture. And while I was jumping to get one, I mistakenly I showed them at the SDC my my right feet got bruised, a very deep and brutal one that I had to they had to sew it. They had to use medical sewing. They had to do all this operation on it. They had to use this thread and all this surgical this thing to sew it together. So I showed them, they saw it. So this was what prompted the open letter like, sir, if no one is going to talk about it, we are dying from insecurity to transportation, and you expect us to still perform as a student to our optimum task. We can't do all those things by not having this favorable environment. And that is how the management picked it up and said I was being rude, I was not respectful, I am trying to tarnish the image of the school. And before I know it, they served me the letter of expulsion. And that is how everything happened. And it happened around November 2nd, 2019. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, yes. I wrote the letter July 10, July 10 or 11, and they took the whole of August and the whole of September, October till November 2nd to expel me. Actually, the letter of my expulsion has already read about they expelled me in September. But because of the fear of the unknown, they couldn't give me the letter. So they had to wait till the momentum went down so that they can actually serve me the letter. So it would be like a shock. I've been receiving. I didn't know I ceased to be a student while I was going to class for classes. I was going for practicals. I was buying manuals, doing a lot of things, and yet I wasn't a student. So it was one of those classes that I went to, and it was on a Friday that one of the lecturers saw me. I was like, the lecturer is one of his customs to read out attendance every of the classes, every at the end of the classes. So when he read my name like and I answered, he said, you are no more a student. I was like, how come, sir? In the open class, and everybody was all the students were just looking at me. He now asked me to come into his office, and that's how I was given the letter that I ceased to be a student after about September. But I collected the letter November 2nd, 2019. So that was the brief journey of how the expulsion came about. So,
Wow. And up to now, it has not been rectified.
at all. As a matter of fact, the vice chancellor is, from the information that I have, that is very, very valid, has sworn that I will never be restricted, even in his time and after his time. He promised himself and he was telling a group of people that so far he lives, I will never be restricted into that school.
Okay. One day we will be here on this channel talking about that vice chancellor again. That I can promise you. One day
Very well.
I'm gonna have you on my show, and then we will repeat this statement, and we'll see what has become of that statement that time. That I know very well, because people, they think they are gods. It's I don't want to go into what happens between students and lecturers. I know I went through an institution, and I know the experience I had there. So it's something that we know, but it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but I know what you're talking about. Now, I think you're in a business center, right?
Yeah, he's somehow busy, but okay, is the noise disturbing you, sir?
No, 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 no. It's not. No, don't worry about it, my brother. It's okay. You have to be
Okay.
where you have. If it was quieter, we would have preferred it. But I mean, this is where you are able to get good internet. So we
Exactly.
understand. We
The
understand.
Nigerian system is.
No, I understand perfectly. Don't let. You can tell them to reduce their voices. Just ask them to reduce their voice. That you are on a live
Yeah,
show.
yeah, I'm doing that very well.
Yeah, yeah. Just okay. I'm gonna give you time. Go and beg them. Tell them to please reduce their voice. Okay. You already told them.
Them already, yes.
No, we're still hearing them. Go and tell them. You're off the screen now. Just tell them now. Nobody's hearing you. Yeah, I wanted him to be. Okay, are you okay with them now? Okay, you've told them. Okay. All right. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, I'm gonna bring you back. My brother, don't worry about it. I didn't want it to be disturbing you, trying to focus on the thing and focus on the noise. So it's yeah, yeah. So you're good, you're good. Um, you see, people like you are what gives people like me inspiration. I know so much about what you have done, and you have not given up. And at times like this, when we see a lot of Nigerian youths um, not being sensitive to what is happening, not being interested in politics, in leadership, just focusing on the things that are not important. We need to hear people like you. We need to project you. We need to let them know that it's not every youth that is out there not doing anything. You were supposed to be in court. You're supposed to be in court 2 days ago, right?
Yes, yes, we were in court. So that was when we heard about the demise of the judge.
Okay. So
And
the judge that was listening to your case was not there. He had died. So the
and
case
and,
that
and, and and that makes it the fifth time the case has been adjourned since inception.
the fifth
Apart from
time.
the normal break, yes, apart from the normal break of the coronavirus and the NSAS of the thing, this is the normal, like we've been in court more than 5 times and they keep adjourning the case because the vice chancellor keeps filing a secret counter affidavit that doesn't even hold any weight. If I keep telling you, of course, within the course of this program, I will tell you some of the affidavits he signed that, even when I say it, you just laugh. You will just laugh. One of the affidavits, he was telling the court that the court should not see me as a student. The court should see me as a working class person, that I am bigger than the normal student, that on a good day, normal students will not question his authority, that I am already married. I that I no I am not this normal. They should not the court, the judge should not see me as a normal student. That
You
they should just see me
see
as
my
a working
brother.
class person.
That is the annoying thing. See, that's why I said the state of the Nigerian notion. Nigeria is a country that prefers mediocrity. Your vice chancellor has looked at you, your level of intellect, your level of activism, your level of awareness, and he is saying this one is not a normal student. Oh, the normal Nigerian
Yes,
student
that's
doesn't
what he
think
said.
like this. So don't see him as a normal student. Oh, this one is intelligent. Oh, this one is radical in his thinking. Oh, this one is an activist. Oh, so he is actually seeing you as an abnormality. You are an abnormality. They are comfortable, the regular, the normalcy with a Nigerian student is somebody who doesn't even is not aware of his environment. He's not aware of his
Yes, very
rights.
well.
He is
Especially in the school.
in the
Especially in the
school
school
system
that
exactly.
the school is even worse. It's even worse in Funab. 3 days ago, I heard that the President Student Union president issued a press release for them to protest over 100% hike in transportation fee. Sir, it will amaze you that a 5 minutes drive now in Funab is worth more than 100 naira. Students are resuming from pandemic, and most parents have lost their jobs and a lot of things. And the next thing that will happen is just to increase and hike the transportation fee, despite inadequate. Now, the student union government came for a protest, called for a protest, and I was briefed that the number of police vehicles and the officers stationed in front of the school was even more than the one going to face Boko Haram. And the student union president lost it because even the present student union president was sworn in right inside the VC's office. He was handpicked to become the student union president, the present student, even the former one too. So these are the things that they have been doing. It is becoming a norm The VC himself said that for over 30 something years of establishment of FUNAP, no student have actually stood up to challenge the bad system. None. Anybody that tries it to be expelled, and these are the normal things they do. Part of the secret affidavit he signed again was to tell the court that I have violated the law of the school. And what was written in the law of the school was that my open letter caused threat slash violence, which includes slapping. So,
Slapping.
slapping, to slap someone. That was what the VC quoted from this student handbook that I violated. He
Who did
said,
you
I have
slap?
violated.
Who did you slap?
That is the funny thing. And, I was beginning to get pissed off when the judge was. These are normal cases that judge should have thrown out and said, this is not a viable case. My lawyer said, called all these things legal jargons. Like, how will you, but, the judge, the corrupt system, the judge keep adjourning the case on something that is not even substantial, telling me that I have violated the school handbook. And what was written, even boldly quoted and underlined, was that what the open letter has caused threats in capital letter slash violence, which include slapping. When I looked at the counter affidavit, myself and my lawyer we busted into laugh and said, "This is the judge shouldn't even have any cause to put. It's something that on a good day, it's a straightforward case that there's no case. They
Anyway,
shouldn't even argue about these things."
it's not like I don't want to disrespect the dead, but Shebi should have done it. Now he's dead. It's okay. I'm not saying it's the case that killed him, but sometimes when people act, they don't remember that they too will die one day. It's annoying when you talk about what happens in the school today. There's no more students' union. There is none.
I can continue to say a lot of things. The first day my matter appeared before Justice Watila of blessed memory now, there was a copper that came to serve in my hostel, but accompanied me down to the court. Do you know this? My copper friend went to prison that same day. Justice Watila Ibrahim of blessed memory sent him to prison
Why?
just because he said, "Yes, I will explain." He said he said my copper friend wanted to snap him in his own court. He said he wanted to, not that one snapped. He said he wanted to. And we were like, how? And it happened just all of a sudden. And the next thing is my friend is in prison. Instantly, from there, no offense, nothing, and he went to prison. But that my friend, he has now finished as a copper now. He has finished the NYC, but begged me that time not to escalate the issue because of the normal bylaws of this NYC of Nigerian bad system. They will not allow him to finish, and they will just terminate his NYC for going to prison. That's why the matter we didn't actually escalate it that time. It should have been a national news. But the guy went to prison. That's when I knew that the vice chancellor and the presiding judge are complicit in what is happening. This is not a matter we should have prolonged since 2019, sir. It's a matter that should have been settled once and for all.
What's the name of
But they
this your
keep
vice
prolonging.
chancellor? What's the name of this vice chancellor?
Professor Felix Kolawole Salako.
We are going to need to get his number so that
His
we'll
number is on the internet. I can actually forward his number. His number is on the internet. His number is with me. I can forward the number. I
give
can give
us
it to you
his
anytime
num
you.
give us his number. Send it to me in the chat room if you can. Let us. We know how
Okay.
to.
Um.
Are you able to do that? If you're
Yeah. Let me
able
just
to
try
do
and copy.
that, yes,
Let
because
me try and copy it now.
he's a public servant. He's a public servant, so we're not committing any crime. We normally like just call such people and just greet them. In fact, if I get his number now, I will even call him right here and right
I'm
now.
I'm I'm working on it now.
Yes, if I get his number on the chat room with you, I'll place a call to him, and we will chat with him. I do
Yeah.
such.
Should I
Okay,
I should send it to your. Where should I
WhatsApp
send it to now?
to my WhatsApp.
Your WhatsApp.
Okay, okay. Let me go to my WhatsApp and check, and then
Yeah, on it. You receive it now.
okay,
Done. I've sent it.
okay. I'm gonna call that number now. His name is who? What do you say his name is again?
Professor Felix Kolawole Salako.
Okay, Professor Felix Kolawole. Let's give him a call and see what he has to say. Come on, pick your call now. Pick your call, Prof. And sometimes you play this game. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. But hey, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Maybe somebody will go and tell him, Prof, don't answer that call. Oh. Don't answer that call. Oh. So let me call him again. Maybe some of his people, when they see, that's why I didn't want to advertise this so much. I wanted it to, so they don't come and, because whenever there's a delicate case, they do all kinds of funny things. And I didn't want that to happen. Okay, I'm going to try to give him a call now, and then we'll see what happens. Mm, I'm actually sending a text. But in Nigeria they have two, three, four, five numbers. So
Yes.
maybe the number is using, maybe it won't be the
I
the
guess
main number.
this is his official line. He doesn't just want to pick it because there was a time someone escalated his number on the social network and they kept calling him to ask him that why he do those things. At the time, he had to switch it off, and he was talking to people, telling them that I am disturbing him, that I'm sending people to him to disturb his peace and his everything like that. So I guess he doesn't want to pick it, but that is his personal number. Like for my information, that is his personal number. So there are a lot of things that we have not even talked about. I've not even talked about the attempted assassination on two occasions. I've not talked about that. Assassinations that a lot of things has happened. A lot of things they have used almost all their mechanisms to make sure that this voice is killed. But with God on our side, we are not relenting, and we believe that yes, sooner or later, justice itself will be served. They've done a lot of series of my hostel where I stay in school. They came there on two occasions, heavily harmed men, trying to make sure that yes, they just kill me. So
Wow.
it was on the second attempt, yes, on the second attempt that I have to escalate the issue and say, no, I'm writing the petitions that why we, the vice chancellor, be after my life. And one thing that baffled me was that instead of saying that he did not do it, he actually denied it. And there's a saying that says when people in government denies an allegation, they actually did it. Now he said the attempted assassination wasn't attempted, was just armed robbery. Now I want to tell you how my hostel looks like. In my personal room, I stay in a room self-con. I have two laptops, a flat screen TV, 42 inches, a DVD, a generator, a fan, everything that makes up at least a good life for a student. And in the rest of the building, the rest of the um, buildings in the same compound, I
Yeah.
have people using refrigerators, people that has PS4, PS5. I have people that has different exotic gadgets. And these same people, those same people that said it was robbery. How will a armed robber come into a building with things that he can cut away with and they not take anything?
Yeah.
The armed robber did not take anything. And on that street, it was only that house that was robbed. This is a house that we have. more than 10 generators, we have more than 10 laptops, we have things that arm robber, thief, a normal typical Nigerian thief will see and cut away with, but they didn't take a pin. They didn't take a pin, and that is political armed robbery. It is political because the only mission an armed robber has come into your building is to steal. So when you see something they can steal and is not stealing it, then that person is not an armed robber. That person is an higher killer, is an higher assassin. They tore my window, broke in, tried to make sure that they can even find evidence to indict me. And they were shouting. The last one that made me understand, because I wasn't home, I sensed all those things coming on. So there was one lady, she was Igbo. She just came into our building less than 3 months. She doesn't know my name. She doesn't know me. We don't talk. I was so surprised when the lady called me and said, "Sorry, am I the one bearing Adewale Ifemosu? My nickname is their complex." Like, some men came around 1 o'clock in the middle of the night, jumped over the fence with black OG and a lot of things around them, and they said they are looking for me. And they said no. So they had to force the lady to open her room. When they saw that, they checked all the rooms. When they saw that I was not there, they now left. So we shouldn't call that one armed robbery. It is attempted assassination.
Hmm. Oh, wow, my brother. I
The pictures
am.
are online. I posted it. The pictures are online. They destroyed my room, spoiled everything. They just tried to
But
just make sure that life was just.
why would this old man be fighting a young man like you? Why a whole vice chancellor?
So the issue is even beyond him as a person, because when he was the same question was posed to him, like, have you even seen this guy? Have you met him? He said no. But what he had, he only acted on hearsays. He acted on people that are close to him that doesn't like my kind of person. Some people feel like my coming into the school now is just to come and absorb their normal political establishment, where they ride on the gullibility of the student, where they on the docility of the student, where they use the student as their bait to climb into different positions. What I'm trying to say in a nutshell is most of all the former student union leaders of FUNAM, because they are interested in getting jobs after their academic life in school,
Yeah.
they become so loyal to the management that even at the expense of the students they preside over, they will sell it out. They will sell the interest of the students so that they know that after the academic section, they will actually get a job, because the VC they have served with their office or their offices, whichever way, we reward them with the
The job.
so-called Jewish job. Yeah, so they are always loyal beyond redemption. As in, when you talk about it, they are even at the expense of the life. So if you try to make from 2019 to 2020, when my issue happened, try to make a Google research, sir, more than 5 or 6 students of UNAM were victims of SARS. 3 of them died. I think 2 of them was expelled, and they didn't do anything. SARS made them got expelled. SARS officers killed them.
Hmm.
After I left, after I was expelled, EFCC from Ibadan zonal office stormed the school and arrested over 40 students. It will shock you, sir, that most of those students are not even Yahoo boys. They're not even cyber fraudsters. Some came for bricklaying. They came to, some are even not even students. Some just came to do their petty job, the laborer at a bricklaying site, and EFCC nabbed them together with. Some were just coming from vigil, some are going to church, some are doing a lot of things, and they just packed all of them, and they will tell you that if they report to the school itself, we expel you. So you have to just cooperate. These same people, NDLA, Nigerian Drug National Drug Law Enforcement, they will come inside the school. The NACO, all these people that deal with drug trafficking and things like that, will come inside the school. I'm talking about inside the school, arrest students. EFCC will come inside the school, arrest students. SARS will come inside the school and arrest students. Security operatives are free enough to arrest students in and outside the school. So far, they see you or they have profiled you as a fraudster or a Yahoo boy or something like that. You can be arrested anywhere.
Let me
So
ask
it
you a
has just been.
question. Let me
I'm
ask you a
with you,
question.
sir.
You're a student, you've been out of school for so many years because you were expelled. Now, he's taking you to court and he's doing everything to keep you there, make the case a bad one, fighting you with everything he has. How are you able to sustain a lawyer? How are you managing?
Sincerely speaking, sir, I was very, very factual, sir. It has not been easy. For the past 2.5 years that we have been on this case, it has been so hectic and so burdensome on me. Most especially, it came as a shock. But one thing I have to do with my legal fees and everything was my lawyer, Comrade Femi Falano, took up my case on a pro bono. He heard about the case as a program. There was one program Dr. Chidi Onuma did. I think 2, 3 weeks after my expulsion in Lagos, the team of the program was keeping power in check. Yes, and Comrade Falano was there as a special guest. So in that sense, the matter was hot. It was on national dailies. It was everywhere. So everybody were talking about it. Was the talk of the town around those times. The heat was much. So someone, comrade, I've forgotten his name now, saw me and introduced me to Femi Falana and said, "This is the young guy from Unam that was expelled." So when he saw me, he said, "No, he was going to take up the case pro bono." So ever since that, he has been the one helping me with the legal um, this thing, everything that has to do with legal services and things like that. He has been a father. He has been helpful. Special thanks to his wife. I think I remember the first time I filed the case at the court. I went with a lawyer that was assigned to me. It was the wife that drove from Lagos that even gave me the first money, to file the case in court. So both of the family has been helpful. They have been helpful. They have not for once left me alone. They have been one providing all the expenses, the payment for the legal services. And I give it to him. He has been a father. He has been there. He has just been everything to me when it comes about these legal services. Sir. So it has not been easy because it has not been easy for me at all because most of all these places where I intend to work, because of the publicity, I can't call it a bad publicity. Most of them, the Nigerian states, they don't want to do anything that has to do with activism. They'll tell you they can't employ you, are unemployable, and there's nothing you can do. So sometimes you just have to. It came to a point that I was just like, is it wrong? Have I done something wrong? Like I became an outcast. Nobody wants to do anything with me. Even friends, they don't want to get associated because they feel like by the time they start rolling with me to some extent, their boss at the place of work or one of their benefactor in the political system will do it with them. So I lost a lot of things. I lost friends, and I'm happy for that because it was then the issue actually exposed my real friends. Sometimes if issues like this doesn't come up, you won't know the people that will actually stand with you within thin and tons because it was not easy. But I saw the fakeness in people. I saw people who doesn't believe in me, but I had always believed they believed in me. I saw people who doesn't believe in what I do. They hate me for who I am, and they were just looking for the opportunity for me to just be down. And they just, everybody came showing up their attributes and their characters, and it actually gave me and showed me the real friends too, which are not many. I'm telling you now, as I speak now, I don't have more than, apart from my wife, I don't have anybody I call my best friend now because that's the only person that stood gallantly, even during all these trying times, as everything. She has just always been there. Sometimes you just have to call me and tell me, see, man, we have to just move on. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And that's what has always been keeping me going till now, till now. And special regards to all my comrades in the revolutionary struggle. They've been there. They've been there. They've been there. So that is how the support is. But like, it has not been easy. So I was very factors. Like, it hasn't been easy. But we know, like what our leader always said, doing activism is just like in Nigeria, it's just like swearing on allegiance with poverty. Today you might be in the most beautiful buildings, and tomorrow you might be in the dirtiest dungeons and cells and prisons. That is the way it is.
Hello,
That is
sir.
the way it is.
Hello, Prof.
Nigeria, Nigerian
How are you,
system is a
sir?
system where doesn't, sir.
Okay, Prof. My name is Dr. Chidi. I'm calling you from WMTV, Toronto, Canada. Yeah, Prof. We're interested in
Yeah, I'm listening.
Michael Ifamosu's case, and there's been a lot of talk about this case, and we keep wondering why it's taking so many years for this young man to be reinstated.
To do what?
To be
You
reinstated.
said a young man is doing what?
Do you know
And what
about
happened?
do
What?
you do you know about
What do
Ifemosu?
you? You are what?
Do you know about Michael Ifemosu, a student that was rusticated? You are in court with him.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
So
I'm saying as a concerned citizen, I'm a Nigerian living in
that,
Canada. I'm
yeah.
wondering why it has taken so long for this young man to be reinstated.
Did he tell you what he did?
What did he do, sir? That's why I'm calling.
I don't need to. You better ask him. All the online media propaganda are not for me. Go and ask him to tell you the truth.
Sir,
It's not for me to tell you that.
you are a father.
Wait.
Y- y- Okay,
Wait, and listen to me very well.
okay, I'm listening, sir.
Ask Ifemosu what he did. Let him show you what led to his expulsion. Not all this Twitter and online. And he has taken us to court anyway.
But you know, sir, the
So
reason.
what do I do? I go and withdraw a case in court.
Do you know why I called you,
I'm
sir?
no, it's out of courtship. I talk to you. I'm not discussing a case in court with you.
No, I'm not. I'm not
He
even.
took us to court.
I don't even want us to discuss the case in court. What I'm trying to say is that you are a father. Yeah.
I'm a father,
Yes.
and my children know that I'm a father. All the other, I've just even finished with the student union going around now.
Okay.
All the students in FUNAB know me. I'm a father. Go and tell him, ask him what he did.
Well, if
Have you understood that? You
sir,
don't come into a matter. It was sophisticated more than a year ago.
okay.
And you say all sorts of things, you people just got pit up. Please, whoever you are, the first thing to do is to tell him to tell you the truth.
I've heard from him. That's why I was. You need to hear
I
from.
don't think I have the luxury to keep discussion with you.
No, sir. You see, that's the thing that we don't want to happen. Oh, he has cut the phone.
He will. You can see now. You can see the state. I explained what happened, and you are trying to hear from his side, and you see what he's saying.
You see, the problem is when we talk online, they'll say that we social media people, we don't get to ask them the truth. Now, when we reach out to them, they now say they don't want to talk about it. So you see where
Because there's
our
no case.
problem
Because they know
lies.
there's no case. Yes.
He says,
Because they know there's
"Have
no
I
case.
asked him? I have asked him, and now I'm asking you, and you don't want to talk." Okay, he wouldn't pick again.
He will not. If he had known, I told you that that's his line, and he's always been like that. He will tell you he doesn't want to discuss the case in court because he felt there's no case. I'm telling you, but on two, three occasions, these are the counter affidavits that the same man has been filing in court.
It's
The
okay, my
first one
brother.
was
You
to tell the
see,
court that
let me tell you something. You don't have anything to be afraid of. Okay, um, these people are human beings, just regular human beings, normal human beings. We do these things to let our youth understand that their future is in their hands. Until our youth are able to stop being afraid and stand up for their rights. It's not easy. It's never easy when you stand up for your right. I can't tell you what I faced, my days in school, unionism, and all of that. But at the end of the day, you always come out shining better than even the people who are oppressing you. So I'm going to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. You are in very good hands, and the prof will he'll keep dodging from the thing until one day he'll have to face his demons and settle the matter. and we will have our way. Ifemosu, I want to thank you for coming on the program. I'm
Thank
glad
you very
that
much, sir.
I was able to bring awareness to it.
Thank you very
Um,
much, sir.
I know
So
more than I'm coming.
okay.
More than this your school issue. Even with your school issue, you've continued to be very active. You're still protesting. You're still doing your aluta thing. You are very active in the African Action Congress. You have been a very active person, and
Thank
I
you, sir.
really
Thank you, sir.
applaud you for that. All
I'm
of
honored,
this has
sir.
not
I'm honored, sir.
discouraged you, and
I'm
you're
honored,
still a
sir.
fighter. You have not stopped talking. You have not been intimidated. That is why I'm giving you all this time on my program,
Thank you
because I
very much, sir.
want
Thank you very
other
much.
youth to see that it is very, very possible. And now,
I'm
when
honored,
you
sir.
get into trouble, we don't abandon you. We still stand behind you. All right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
go ahead and say what you wanted to say.
No, I just want to tell the public that the next court date is March 2nd,
March 2nd. Okay.
2021. Yes, that was the day the court gave us. And one thing I just need now is beyond, yes, everybody needs financial assistance, but beyond that, I need much of solidarity, much of people to believe in this struggle, much of people to believe that because we are actually writing history. I told you this is the first of its kind in the history of FUNAB. It has never been like that. Students don't dare raise up their work. FUNAB is an archaic school where everybody is autocratic. Even a lab attendant, even a bus driver can send students out of the school. Boss, yes. Ordinary, all this paid security, not even the school security officers. I mean, all this partnership, all these private security operatives in the school, like all those private bodyguards, can send a student out of the school for doing nothing. A security officer can just look at you and say the way you walk past him and you didn't greet him very well is annoying. And the next thing, if you say something that doesn't all go well with him, you take it up and you meet yourself at the Senate. From there, you can bag in one semester, two semesters, probably an expulsion or things like a lot of things, a lot of abnormalities. We have the College of Management Sciences in FUNAB. All their job is just to do all this. Their courses are just accounting, business admin, economics, and the likes. They don't go, they don't come close to our laboratories, but it will interest you that they pay for laboratory fees. When you begin to ask this question that where are this money going into? Commercial student paying for laboratory when in the next 4 years of his existence in school, he will not enter into a laboratory. He doesn't need it. The money is just being there, being embezzled and siphoned. There are not enough adequate transportation, and the same vice chancellor is inflating the price. You can hear him saying he was just discussing with the state union executive. Now, this attests to what I just said in the past 30 minutes, that there's an impromptu protest that rocked FUNAB 3 days ago that I was privy to hear about. So incompetence is the hallmark and the benchmark of this present vice chancellor. He has not thought the path of respect of becoming a father, like he rightly said. He doesn't know me, he hasn't met me, and yet he has just acted on hearsays just because of bitterness and a lot of people that are not interested in what I do.
It's okay.
Ogun State is, yes, and so a lot of things are wrong, are just wrong. But I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity to be on this show with you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. This has actually rekindled my hope that no one is as great as all of us.
No,
In
no,
the
no.
end, we are going to actually win. That is what matters.
Just
In
stay
the end.
hopeful, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank
All
you
right.
very much,
God
sir.
bless you. Take care now,
You're
okay?
welcome, sir. Thank you very much,
All
sir.
right.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Bye bye. Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so that was Michael Ifemosu Adewale. Was a student of um, uh, uh, why do I always keep
Funab,
FUNAB? What? Tell us what's the full meaning of FUNAB? Federal University.
Federal University of
Uh,
Agriculture, Abeokuta.
yes. Okay. All right. I got that. Okay. Bye for
Federal
now.
University of Agriculture, Abeokuta.
Okay. Bye for now, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, so he was expelled for challenging the school authority. and you can see the vice chancellor. Um, uh, it's just I wish they would just stop fighting students. They get themselves into that mess, and it's difficult for them to wriggle out. No matter how he dodges the thing, he will still have to confront Femi Falana and his lawyers in court. And one day they will reinstate the guy. Even if they don't reinstate him, he may even end up in a better place. That's what normally happens with people like him. He may not even end up in that university. He may end up in a better university. Be careful when you're trying to put people down, okay? So I really wanted to feature him on our program today. Um, um, Someone says that man is arrogant. Um, don't worry, he hasn't seen anything. He hasn't seen anything. He said it is international or Canadian schools because they sound like no. It's not a school in Canada. It pains me to know I came out from such a lawless place. Chile was extremely patient and respectful to him and gave him the entire floor to speak. Did you witness the phone call? It's okay, it's okay. Mm, mm. It says Apostle Chico. That young man can go for. Please, I'm not Apostle Chico. I be Chidio, not Chico. He said that young man can go for undergrad abroad, start all over again. Yes, you never know. Never know. Never know. So the rest of the things that are happening in that country, Nigeria, we will keep you guys posted. What's going on in Abia State? We are watching closely what's happening with Sunday and that's Oyo area. Like I told you guys, there were fresh attacks from um, Fulani people. They burnt Sunday Igboho's house, and then they killed some people. And there's a big tension in that area, but we're watching it very very closely. And yes, remember I told you guys about the Omoyole, that interview, that's not the interview, like a discussion, a Zoom meeting that will be happening. I'm going to show you that Zoom meeting so you make sure that you register. So this is a Zoom meeting that will be coming on the state of the nation. Oh my God. Excuse me. Can you believe I didn't even realize that this was the title of this meeting, State of the Nation Zoom meeting on Sunday, January 31st, 2020, 4 p.m. Nigeria. It's 10 a.m. over here and 5 p.m. in UK. Okay, no, actually 3 p.m. in UK. So, and that's 10 p.m. in 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. in Uganda. 7 p.m. in Uganda. So that you make sure that you are able to participate in this meeting. We will be streaming it live. So if you're not able to join the meeting, don't worry. We'll be streaming it live on Worship Media, and you'll get a chance to see what happened in the meeting. We're gonna be signing off very soon. Okay, Adekunle Taiwo, you registered. Okay, good. Somebody says, what is happening in Abia State? There is something happening all over the place. In Imo State, although there is something happening there too. But maybe with the with the sacking of the service chiefs, maybe things will change. We don't know, but let us see what happens. Okay, we will call it a day here. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. For those of you that tried to reach me when the show was over, If you want, we're gonna have like 5 minutes. Let's spend 5 minutes to just do a little bit of house house duties. If you want to call, you can call now. If you've been wanting to call and say something, number to call is +1 647 989 2837. You may call. If you also have not subscribed, this is the time for you to go and subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe. A lot of people think that when they subscribe, it will come and take money from them. Please, it doesn't take money from you. It doesn't take your money at all. It is absolutely free. What it does is it makes you know anytime we come up with a new post or a new video. And if you click, that would happen only when you click on notification bell. So make sure that you click on the notification bell. Don't forget that in a couple of weeks we're going to be having Professor Lumumba as our guest, and we have so many other very, very interesting guests lined up for you in the coming weeks. Please make sure that you stay with us. I also have, yeah. I have one other, excuse me, I have one other event that I want you guys to watch out for. And remember, you can call if you want to let us know something. It's not good to call after. If you call after, it's not good for me, because once I'm done, I have to attend to my business. Some of you find it difficult to believe that I also work. Guess what? I do work. Yes, even in the COVID times, we still work. So there's this other one I need you guys to see. It's coming up soon. So while you're thinking about this, I want you to know about this one too. This one is happening here in Toronto, but it's online, so you can join from anywhere. Okay, this is the one I'm talking about. Is International Decade for People of African Descent. International Decade for People of African Descent. This will be coming up on 3 different days: February 1st, February 8th, and February 15th. You have to register to participate. So I really, really want to encourage you to make sure that you register and you participate at this conference. Okay, we might have people from the conference come and talk to us about the conference, and let us know what it is they are preparing to bring onto the conference. All right. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for all your encouragement. Thank you for all your criticism. We welcome all that, because that makes us improve. And from all of us here in the Toronto studios of Worship Media, my name is Dr. Chidi. And on behalf of Erica, I want to continue to say that we love you, we care about you, and please stay very safe. Bye bye.